Welcome to the European Zoo and Asian. Welcome to the Eurasian Zoo. So this first exhibit is a little fairy exhibit. Not fairy, like a little boat exhibit. There's a little boat exhibit. Home to the seals with like a seal. Oh, this is a boat tour. It's like a little boat tour section. Like a gray seal, not a boat tour, but like it's a. But like this little like artificial little bay. That's so much crazy. Like that, this boat can take you actually out to the actual proper ocean, but it's a little artificial bay. Yeah, but like this does actually connect to like a river and stuff. So like, or not river, it's actually connect to a waterway, but like obviously the seals cannot go to there. The boat open, like there's like a little boat lock. The can't use, but the boat can. Because the seals are all like lured here, so the boats can. And this little ceiling bit. And this is like a little. There's also like old animals that have been in that were in the. This is meant to be like an old. Some of these are like we still have elephants in the zoo, but there's no giraffes, there's no puss, and there's no gorillas. But yeah, this is like a little beach area. It's like a little. There's lions and deer in this because the lions are in the Asian area. It's like a sort of Asiatic lions, but they're the same species as the lion in the game anyway. Since they're both based on the northern lion. I mean, this is what. And these are like of the various animals in the zoo. Which, yeah, Eurasian animals. And then this next unit. Which, by the way, there's like a little gate. So yep, is a porcupine exhibit. So the Phoenix. There's also like it's an educational pollinators for some reason. I don't know. An old little elephant. Like, there's some old shops. Yeah, I'm education of these honey food. This is like a cool walk-through garden home to porcupines based on the Mediterranean. Europe. That's based more like on the British seaside. or like Northern Europe, and then we have continue the Mediterranean with a medieval style castle. Right, I mean, it could also say Ireland with like this castle. Nothing in this castle, but like this next to it is, well, an exhibit with a ride. It's the Flamingo exhibit. And this is meant to mimic the flight of a flamingo, since flamingos can fly. Also, yes, there's little flamingos here too. And this is like a nice little garden. Some education. There's also some little gondolas that people can take, I guess. Little boats, I guess, that people could take. Realistically. But yeah, this thing is all around here. A little pool, and there's some lake. But yeah. I'm not really gonna go in first person, but like going to visit, but you do have to be a bit careful if you're on this. I mean, this thing also, it basically goes like here to there. Back to here, and then it goes into the cave a little bit. Which has a bit of a mushroom fancy vibe in it. Which has a mushroom fantasy spooky vibe. Just to be more fantastic, just to be fun. I don't know, it's about, they kind of made the back there mountains everywhere. And then here we have like another statue in the same style. This time of fox in the same style as the other one, and some lights of various different forest creatures. And then this is where we have foxes and badgers. We have the badger in here. European badger. This is like a nice little forest, European forest, basically. Like temperate forest. The foxes are in here. Both these animals have burrows as well. So they might be in their burrows. Both. But yeah, also we have like a little cute little thing. And then we have some little enrichment, like education, I mean. And then we also have foxes. I mean wolves. Actually wolves, like the beer canid over here. The main predatory animal, like the main large predator of this section. And over here we have wolverines, which are also burrowing animals, but they're basically just to show big a canid. I mean, they're ID. And we have the majestic grey wolves, which are the main predators of this section. And then, as the progresses, we get into more mountainous terrain with moose, with some herbivores actually. Moose and ibex, and then over here we have the Eurasian lynx, which is another little climber guy. Not little, another Tory kid. They're in there. They might be in there. Yeah, there's one. There's one. Or some other recruits, but Then we have the little lynx, and then over here we have the moose and the ibex. With a little stable as well. And then there's the ibex line. And then we have like a nice little second restaurant. Like there's a shop, the entrance is there. Second restaurant, and over there you can get a little hint of a later of the last area. Like, this is the old restaurant. This is also like an area educating people about domesticated plants and animals. This is where we have our European petting zoo, Eurasian animal petting zoo with breeds from Britain. I mean, breeds from across Europe. With a goat breed from France, and then these three are from Britain, and I think that there's also chickens, right? Also from Britain, and we also get more education about bees. Yeah, this is really a petting zoo with various farm animals, like from European Barnyards, mainly British, but from France. And then the next section is a little forest walk throughout. Where there's still some of the farm animals to educate people about invasive species as well. Where there's some wild counterparts of wild boars in here, as well as bison. But there's also I did also put some of those domesticated Highland pheasants to show people like what like feral animals are like. And then there's also some fallow deer and red deer, and just because to give it more of that forested vibe that all these animals fit into. And there's also, there's just random domesticated animals. There's a small pockets. I also did the same thing in the North American zoo as well. And there's also mute swans in here, just to give this exhibit a beautiful vibe. And yes, the what swans do we see? Little birds right now. And they're, in a way, kind of a counterpart to the chickens. But, I mean, not exactly, but like, yeah. And then this is another one of those deer signs. Which, speaking of deer, there's even more deer coming up soon. This is a little gift shop. An ice tunnel. Yeah, there's the ice tunnel, and then there's that. But we're gonna go to that building later. This area is the train, which this train you can take. It goes through an Arctic fox and reindeer. If you cannot tell. I actually built this one on Tropics, so. This is then a little bit seasonal, but yeah, these basically take you to the Arctic station where you can view polar bears. It's the big draw, and this is where the ice tunnel goes if you don't want to take the train, but yeah. Polar bears are the big draw of this area. Like, polar bears are obviously the big draw of this area. If they're not honest, I mean, yeah, there's some plants in here, but yeah. And then there's like this with the mountains starting. And then you can take the ice tunnel back or take the train. Or you can go into, or you can take that tunnel, but we're not taking that tunnel. We're gonna go back to where we were. Because this area of the zoo is honestly very pretty. Like, these are like, this is like an old part of the zoo. More education about these. Some education about amphibians, and also there's like another thing about amphibians for there. And then this is where the to keep is, which has like also like implants of fossils and bugs and plants. I don't know why that was. I'm probably also gonna do it in the beginning, but yeah, no, I know. I was gonna say no, like no, I'm gonna keep that there, 'cause that makes sense. That makes sense. There, it does. If I was gonna say, yeah, no, that makes sense. No, that's staying. But yeah, this is like the reptile house slash bug house as well. That's why it's called cryptic keep, because these are like, so like, the first little exhibit is the Herman's tortoise. Like, this first section is all European animals. The cryptodube crested newt and fire salamander, which is like which are like very cool little amphibians. And they're meant to be like iconic in a weird way. Yeah, they're meant to be like. And then the big exhibit and then there's the scarab beetle. Big scarab beetle. All of these can be found around similar locations. Or at least they do overlap. Basically the big beetles, yeah. Not the, and then yeah, the python. And then the buggy garden is a butterfly garden, but which is why there's like a bunch of bugs advertised above. But I also put the Subcontient tortoises in this exhibit, since they are often found in gardens, kept as pets and people buy as pets in like yards and stuff, so like they make sense. And they also are like a bigger, introducing you to like, they also like one of the bigger reptiles. The only bigger turtle in this zoo currently. So like it makes sense to have them there. And then this is where we get to the snakes. These are the desert horn vipers. And bugs, snakes and bugs section. Desert horn viper, there's the giant Malaysian leaf insect somewhere in here. Camouflaging like a leaf. Insect does. They're honestly very pretty exhibits. And we have the puff adder. Another viper. And then we have the giant scorpion. And forest European Reindeer. Right in here, another silly guy. And then we also have the eastern brown snake because they can be found in New Guinea. I don't know. They're found mostly in Oceania, though, but they are found technically in New Guinea, so I decided to include New Guinea features in here. In here, we seeing as they're found in seeing as these guys are actually found in Indonesian New Guinea, so I just decided to include, and many of the New Guinea species in game are already classified as Oceania. Are classified as both Oceania and Asia anyway. So, even though in games these guys aren't technically Australia, aren't technically Asian in game, they are like, these guys could maybe should add them to Asia. And their range of New Guinea is very small, so. And I know there's some great that those are actually different species, but of brown snake. So but yeah, I included them here because since I already decided I was including like New animals, so. And yeah, but also they make sense since the game is including New Guinea animals. Kind of like why I think, because the game was including at least some of them. So like, I was like, I'm gonna include all of them. Just like how technically the game doesn't consider the tortoise for some reason Asian, the split tortoise, even though it should be, because the map it shows is found in Yemen, which is Asia. And I think also, yeah, that area of the world. So that dies for the Asian. And these, but yeah, some of the filters are in the game are wrong. So I kind of went, and then this is I would have also liked to include the king cobra, but there's no king cobra in game. That's for the statue and the art, so I actually can't. That's not in the game. I think there's a mod, but yeah. And this is meant to be animals in the basement. And then over in here is reptiles. These are all reptiles. With the muntos up there. But this is the gharial on this side, which does have a statue. And then this side is the Asian water monitor. And then the next one is the Komodo dragon, which doesn't really. It's kind of somewhat based on Komodo Island. We do have also. And then over here is the solar crocodile. Both of these guys are from the same country, and then both of those guys are from the same country. So it makes sense. Technically, all of these can either be found in either Indonesia or India, because solar crocodiles and they're also found in India and Indonesia, so they make sense. But also, I paired up the solar crocodile with on itself, because those are the biggest lizard and biggest crocodile left. Biggest crocodile and biggest reptile left. And then and then I paired these two up since, well, he's big. They're big, but they're not the biggest. But they are, and they also feel like fit better thematically. And then we also have bats in cryptic. We also have the bats. I also included bats in here, the bats in this section, because it's kind of cool to include. So we have the two species of bats here. The Egyptian fruit bat, which is just found in Egypt, obviously. Not. And we have the newest bat in the game, the spectacled flying fox, which are found in Indonesia as well. Well, they're another like Indonesian animals, but like also is technically that is Australian, but like Oceanian, but it also is technically Asian. So yeah, I included there. I mean, so is the saltwater crocodile, is also technically found as well in Oceania. So like, it makes sense that in there probably found this. Like, that's. And then this area. Oh, I realized something I forgot, but it's fine. I'll add it in my upload version. I forgot to add a lantern in a specific section, but yeah, this is just like the basic. Well, I mean, for all these I do tweaks, and I'm probably gonna update this park eventually if the new DLC adds creatures that would work for it. But yeah, the first part of this park is like a Mongolian area. I mean, this is Asia. This part is Eastern and Central Asia. So like this trip is based on Mongolia, and it also has a little car, and it has domestic bacterium camels, as well as the wild, as well as source, and Saiga and camel, and then of course the camels. The wild. It's also called. This is also called the wild steppe. It's based on like that steppe area. But yeah, I mean, it would have been cool if we had like I don't know what this could be, but like yeah. Basically, you can go on this. And also, by the way, in this zoo, I did not include any extinct species that were like they are extinct in that that area. Otherwise, it probably would have. Otherwise, I could have put some other animals in the zoo if we included extinct populations of those species. Like lion. I mean, I have lions, but I could have included them earlier on. I didn't include camels. I mean, not camels. I didn't include ostriches in my Arabian or Indian area. Arabian area, even though they technically are from there, but there's not that species. Nom nom. Not currently. But yeah, this is a nice little steppe area, but like, then down there, this is more domestication since the camels are domestic, but also kind of a reference to how Mongolian people also rode horses, so that's kind of important tidbit of education. And over here we have the Paul's cat, which is a small little cat, also known as the Manu Wall. Oh, there it is. But yeah. And then we have over there. This is more of like a. I mean, this is the Himalayan brown bear. This is more like the Himalaya section. At least like the Himalayas, kind of, I know, like. And then over there is the, what's it called? The, a mer leopard, but then on this side is a snow leopard. So you have two different types of leopards. And then the tiger is on this side. A mer tiger, Marsupial tiger, whatever you call it. And then this side is also more like mountainy Himalayan animals. That's why it's like Central Asia mixed with East Asia, because like some of these Himalayan area kind of are more like. Well, that looks kind of interesting, but yeah. This is with the macaque and takin. It's a cool exhibit, yeah. And like that loops around there, but like, let's go to the Asia exhibit. Also known as the Walled City. This is more based on China, obviously. Not to rewilding, yes. Leopards. Tigers, see, like the Siberian tiger. This kind of looks kind of funny. This looks kind of dangerous. Wow, it's perfectly safe. It's just because like rocks or something in. And then there's the Amur leopards. So it is a melanistic leopard right there. Yeah. And then after this, we get the Panda City, which of course has pandas, among with other animals. There's a red panda, giant panda, and pangolin exhibit together, kind of it, as well as Formosa and blackbird, but like the animal advertised are the pandas and I guess pangolins somewhat. That's the mark. And then, yeah, these are the animal trafficking, yeah, because they're most. Like, yeah, the pangolin is like one of the more unique animals. This group won't really work in my life. I just wanted to make an interesting, like Chinese mix of it. And then over here we have Formosa black bear, which are a subspecies of the Asiatic black bear found in Taiwan. So like on the island of Taiwan, I should say. So like this is like. And I think some of these animals, I think, are also technically also found on Taiwan. And I think, like, the, pangolin might be. And then we get, that's a city, and then this is like a big empty exhibit that nothing is currently living in. Oh wait, I don't think I showed the blackberries, but like, really, But yeah. But yeah, there's like a swampy bit over here. And then, yeah. There's like, this is like basically just interesting architecture type stuff I've done. But yeah, then we go to Japan, which, I mean, this area is empty because, I left it empty because I did it open. This is the Imperial what? Imperial Palace, I think? Imperial Palace. And this is like a walkthrough exhibit with Japanese macaques and yeah, there's the Japanese and red crowned cranes, which is meant to be like a Zen Japanese garden. That classic trope. That's meant to be like a hot spring. Sure. Yeah, it's basically meant to be. And then this is a onsen, like a little bathhouse area, or at least meant to look like one. is it actually a bathhouse? I don't think there's any baths in there, but it's meant to look like, well, it's meant to have that vibe. And then this area is meant to be like a kind of like temple with we have the three wise monkeys. Yeah, pretty much this is meant to be like a little temple or something. And then like basically like this area you also actually get to see some pretty cool stuff on. And because there's like this is also like a bamboo kind of forest area. But like there's also like this old town that you can walk, like an old not abandoned, but like an old Japanese type of town. And then it just ends here. But yeah, those are only two species, and so that pretty mild. I mean, pretty small, but like I'll probably it will probably be maybe expanded. You probably will keep on getting expanded. No. Also, the Arctic area has a bunch of area to expand as well. It's another major area that has room to expand. And then let's get back to attacking my course. And then this is like, and this is like, as you can see, like, those are the tokens. Like, yeah. Like, this is like one of the more interesting bits. Like, this is like a transitional zone. Basically between India, technically not India, because like the next section isn't India because of the way I built it, just the way I built it. Just because the way I built it kind of made sense to not have the but like over here there is like another little restaurant viewing opportunity. That you can view the tokens and Macaques from. I do wonder if they'll add any more other mountain goat type creatures for this region. Yeah, there's like a nice little stream over here. And then there's the mountain munching. That's what I called it. It's like a little. Yeah, and then they also have this cute little goat bridge. You know, it's like not like this is like a aesthetic kind of relaxing area. Rest area. Right. Yeah. I guess it kind of makes sense. And then I guess up there you go through the tunnels. We're not going to go through the tunnels, we're going to go over them. Because, yeah. Many people don't see this, but yeah. I'm here.
Oh, wait, I want a little. Yes. A little spoilers. Now, once you go through the tunnels, you arrive in the Arab world, which, I mean, that doesn't make exact sense. Like, Central Asia to Arabia Peninsula doesn't really make that much sense. Well, from the, like, Himalayan. That doesn't make that much sense, but it's fine. But yeah, this, has motorized woodlands, which I also think you might even flag as. They might flag them as Africa, I forget. But the other animal that I mix them with, the Fennec fox, they do, because, yeah. I mean, they're only barely Asian anyway. They're only found on the Sinai Peninsula, which is politically part of Egypt. But I honestly only included them here because if I'm including New Guinea, I mean, no, Carbonarized Wetlands are fine, though. Carbonarized Wetlands, these guys don't even overlap in the wild, really. At least not currently. I mean, they did historically since these guys, wetlands both. But both of these, the reason why I mix them together, though, is because they're both very important in Egyptian, like, they're both important. They both have, like, were known by the ancient Egyptians, so. Which is what the Fennec Fox's theme is also based on. Like, yeah, I know Egyptians are obviously African, not really Asian, but like they're part of Asian part of Egypt, so I can still technically count them. They're fine. They're also like, so they're found in what is now modern day Egypt. I mean, at least Fennec Fox, sorry, I should say. All of these guys are. Yeah, I don't know why these guys should be Asian. They should be. But yeah, they're also, yeah, they also make sound as like little entrance areas and animals. And then for Arabia, for like the big Arabia, like we have like the big camel exhibit with the dromedary camel, the other domesticated camel species. Um, which this is like just a big camel exhibit. You can also do, but these guys are Asian and African. I also thought about, yeah, because these guys were domesticated in either Asia or Africa. I don't really know. Unlike donkeys, which will be in the next zoo, which are domesticated in Africa, and that's why they're not here in the zoo. Which even though we don't have an Asian breed of donkey, the donkey we do have in the game is just a generic donkey. So putting it in African, I mean, we have the wild part, but like putting it in an African breed will make a lot of sense as a reference to where they were first domesticated. And it's a generic donkey based on basically the American donkeys stock thing, like from like Europe and stuff. They're like just generic donkeys, pretty much. But yeah, that's why there's, even though donkeys are like kind of associated with another animal associated with like pack animal in in Asia. That's what it. But they're not here, not because they're probably not from Asia, but like from Asia and Africa. Like their domestication is all over the place. And over here, like the Fennec fox, we also have a small cat. This like that goes well with the Fennec fox as a like counterpart. The sand cat. also a little bear, a bear. Oh yeah, both sandcats and Fennec bears. Yeah, they're both counterparts to each other, so like that's why they're kind of near each other, and it makes sense to have them near each other. That's little guy. They're both desert adapted, like spawn-lived. Also, this is more of the camel exhibit. Let's see. Speaking of cats, there's a few more cats coming up, of course. There's Carcals, which are also, these are also sandcats are also from Africa and Asia, and these guys are also from Africa and Asia. So the baboons are also from Africa and Asia. All these animals are pretty much every animal in this section is from Africa as well. Asia. And then over here we have the cheetah, which are of course from, and then yeah. Somewhere in here is, I actually didn't leave really a good viewing area. Pretty much all these animals are over here, which Africa is next, but good area will be next. So. There's another crocodiles, yeah, they just have like a little guide exhibit, like people to view them, and then the cheetahs have like the big exhibit, which makes sense if they are bigger. And there's even more cats, by the way, coming up. But we also have the striped hyena, which is closer to cats than obviously dogs. So that's just their little fun fact. I think that guy might actually be in the viewing window. Yeah, pretty much. And they also striped hyenas are also found in India. I think Carcals as well. And then cheetahs have been like kind of reintroduced in India, so they make sense to have like right in front of the Indian area. And I think Dromedary kind of starting to behind over here. Yeah, the India area. And then we have the Indian area, which has a bunch of cats. They have tigers, we also have lions. And we also have their little brother, basically. Their little cousin, I mean. The clouded leopard. Lions are like a placeholder for exotic plants. If you actually do get exotic plants, that's what I do for them here. I would swap them out for that, but right now they're just West African lions. Since they're part of the Northern Lions, so just preserved, whatever. They're just one population. Both of them are just populations of them, and then this is like where the Bengal tigers are. Which are in here somewhere. This is down back down here somewhere. They might be in their little house, but yeah. I've seen them before. Yeah, they're in here. There's a few, and then there's also a few morphs for these tigers, and both the fields. And then this, like, not big exhibit, because that goes far back, but, like, this more long exhibit is the clouded leopard exhibit, which is, yeah. I almost put them in my Indonesia area, but these ones aren't based on the Indonesian species, and so, like, I kind of eliminated it. So then I decided to put them here. But they better fit. And then we also have some more carnivores, by the way. Like, this pretty much, this area is pretty much all carnivores. We have the dholes, small canid. And then we have the, sloth bear. Sun bear is also in this exhibit, but in the next area. But yeah, pretty much. We also have sloth bears in there. And then we have this little Indian market type thing. Also, there's a little gibbons here too. Also, yes, there's like a blank slime because we make this man. But yeah, we have the jungle cruise over here, which is in between the Indonesia and India area, which has Indonesian and Indian animals, therefore. Which is, well, yeah, besides for the, but also the cloud leopard did better fit that area than, I don't know what I had originally. I think I originally had lions in that area, in that exhibit, but then I put them in the exhibit next, and then I split the exhibit on the other side. I did two because I knew it was big enough to split into two, so it's like fine, but yeah. This final exhibit for the India section is the Indian Prefab exhibit, which is like a little walk through palace area thing with offerings to India. And also, like, these guys actually kind of live in there's like a nested net, so it's a bathroom. It might actually be. Then over here, you can go in there, and that goes to the Indonesian section. That's technically one way to get there, but this as well to walk through, but I don't think you guys care much about the walkthrough. So instead with the jungle cruise ticketing booth type thing, boat tour, which is a boat tour also, yes. There's some bridges in this boat tour. Is this in the middle? Oh, it doesn't go to the boat, okay. This boat tour is odd. There's like all sorts of Asian tropical animals. Sun bears, otters, trunks, like four different. You saw the sound. You saw the sound. There's also these like this is like the like open-ended jungle area. Also, we have this random little temple, which I think is fine. There's a whole bunch of like creatures in this area. It's like goes around. I don't know. Where is it? There's a track. There's like more of the track, but yeah. Pretty much the track. Like I definitely went the wrong way. Also, this might be the wrong way anyway. Actually, I'm pretty sure it actually goes. Yeah, it goes. Yeah, it goes. No, I was gonna go away. What are they tweaking about? I don't know. They're not like when animals get going these, but yeah. Animals go in that nice spot. Yeah, pretty much like this whole swamp is a bit from not swamp, but like this like floodplain. There's gibbons, bears, sunbears, siamangs, orangutans, proboscis monkeys, Indian rhinos, and Indian elephants, and then tapirs and water buffalo, and Malaysian tapir, which is also kind of why part of also me seeing everything in here, and then what I had left for the Indonesian is the reason why, besides for that animal also not being yeah. Yeah, pretty much this whole thing is like a place for. I mean, the animals, the gibbons and orangutans do brachiate. And the monkey, and the proboscis monkeys also can swim. Well, the other monkeys, the apes can brachiate. There's other otters underwater, of course, but yeah. There's also like a few ancient temple stuff around here. Also, I don't really know how often they brachiate, but I know they do it. I've seen it. Some of them might also just prefer. Because there's literally, okay, also, these guys, they don't brachiate, but they can use these as well. To climb. There's a guy brachiating, climbing down, not climbing down. Not brachiating, but he's climbing down. I don't know why the gibbons are not brachiating right now, but they just were. They already were. Also, there's the orangutan. We're probably gonna see this guy. Maybe. Thinking about it? Yes. I want to see him brachiate. Also, orangutans can brachiate too. There's that kind of game. I mean, honestly, like this system. Well, he's gonna run on top of it. I mean, they can hang from it. Gibbons are weird like that sometimes. They do that. I mean, they do that in real life too. There's that guy bracketing this Simon. Oh, and that's also, yeah, look at how they climb that. Look at the gibbons. Yeah, look at how the gibbons brachiate. That's the Simon right there. But orangutan's gonna do that too. And this is the waters. That's how they I mean, I like that they can get to these islands. I've also seen them going on this. I've seen at least gibbons going on this. If there's a gibbon over here right now, then that means and then they also have gone on this, I've seen. But no one's on it right now. But also, for some reason, I don't know. And then these are like the different like things. I'm at deforestation, land, on like sharing land as well as like wild, like restoring land and land uses and stuff. It's a nice little education. Post the elephant. And then this next section, I think I spent enough time. I know I forgot one thing over here, but I'll add it after. So like a little thing, a little orangutan thing, but it's fine. Like orangutan, not sign, but like there's like a light type of lantern. Oh, sorry for that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's a nice little, like this. area you can, like, is the Indonesian area, or it's about to be. Okay, you can go through this cave, like, that cave isn't really anything, but, like, I'm gonna go here with the Barbarossa. I'll go the Wallisia plus New Guniea. New Guinea. Okay. It's New Guinea, guys. I don't know why I feel like that. I didn't spell it right. I don't spell that sign I did not spell right, but I will fix that. An Indonesian island adventure. Or it should be an Indonesian islands adventure? I mean, I think island adventure. Because, I mean, part of New Guinea is owned by the island of New Guinea is owned by Indonesia, so that's why it's Indonesian Island Adventure. And then we also have dingoes up there, as the sign. And they are actually in this part of the zoo, but their dingoes are replaced with their for the mixing dogs, which are not in the game, and I don't know if they'll ever come in the game, but if they kind of work, because they may or may not be the same species. I mean, they are probably something like that. Plus, I mean, because dingoes are thought to, like, have descended from Asian dogs, or dogs from Egypt, and are thought to have been brought over by heat around the time. But yeah, the Barbarossa, this is like a Wallisia species on Sulawesi, which has which is actually the island of Sulawesi was actually two islands kind of things that collided. One like that was an Asian island with Asian animals, and the other that was with more like Australian animals, slash Oceanian animals. And then they became like one big island. So yeah, that's part of why.
Moves a Robbie. Ini pena tunggu.
Gue Cooper and those crimson.
Move to Miata.
Another animal that would make sense in this area, like a Wallisia, like cool species, if I wanted to include like Wallisia reptiles, it would be like the color dragon, but I already included the reptiles, which I've been doing for like all of this, because I like doing reptile houses / critter houses / they're different, obviously. And then over here we have like this little Barbarossa. Not house, Barbarossa area. There's Sulawesi Barbarossa, of course. If they had other Sulawesi animals, I'd probably maybe see it. Because, like, that kind of cool. But yeah, this is like a little Wallisia area, and it's based on like Wallisia and that region of Asia, as well as like New Guinea. And what other and some other of like Asian and of like the kind of like Oceania island But yeah, we have over here. But this is like distinctly different from Australia, even though some of these two examples are from in the Australian ocean, such as Australia too. Which I also do not put Komodo dragon in, which I could maybe put technically because they're foxes. Because they're extinct in Oceania, unless you want to count as islands, but if you think I should put more dragons in my Oceania zoo, leave a comment. But yeah, we have a little tiki bar type thing. I know it's kind of cliche, but I kind of just wanted to make one just because I just thought of it. It's like this the bamboo. It's not like this isn't Oceania. This is like a little tiki bar type thing, like where people can get stuff from. And like it's not Ocean. It's not like I know it's not like meant to be like Ocean. It's like to be just a little bar type thing. And then over here we have the cassowary statues, two of them. Even though cassowaries are around, that's like, but I included that here. And oh yeah, with the southern cassowary. If they added to other cassowary species, I would also put them in this area. But yeah, it's all three cassowary species are from the island space. I would also put tree kangaroos. I know. I would also probably. I do because I don't really want to separate New Guinea into two different. I know it's countries. I probably would put like stuff found on the Papa New Guinea side as well in this like area. Because this is the island meant to be the island of Guinea, so I might as well put stuff even if it's only found on the other side. These are meant to be like based on these Guinea skin dogs. Obviously they're not Guinea skin dogs, that's and dingoes, which they might be the same species anyway, so just different subspecies, so they're the same, so like it doesn't really matter that much. Then the castaways are like over here. Which I do like. This is like chill exhibit. And I think this is the final exhibit, and I honestly hope you guys all enjoyed this. And the next World Zoo video, the last of the zoos to be made will be Africa. Because I'm not gonna do Antarctica unless the next pack is like an Antarctic species pack, then maybe I'll do an Antarctica one. If they have allowed random Antarctica only endemic species, yeah. If not, then Africa will be the next one. I mean, yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please bye and see you all later, and have a nice day. Also check this out in the gallery. In the workshop, anyone. Goodbye.